All right. I'll go kill this giant. Unless, of course, you'd like to make some extra gold. Fine. Then wait here. This should only take a second. Never should have come here.
Mars was a fool, always trying to scheme his way out of responsibility. But you took care of him and the giants. 2 problems solved at once. Now, take Shagrel's hammer back to Largishburg, and we'll see about whipping the rest of them into shape.
You have no business in our stronghold, Outlander. But what of your Mars? I see. He did not survive. He died well? Ah, that is good to hear then.
Yamars was a coward and a weakling. His deceitful ways have cost you all greatly.
So he has been punished. And what of us? What fate shall we suffer?
You'll have to prove yourselves, but I'm willing to give you a chance. Gullerzov's in charge
briefly in the
now.
employ of an
Let's
old
hope he's a better chief.
I had to quit because he refused to pay.
You place that hammer on the shrine. You're the only one who's proven worthy in all of this.
May your weapons be sharp, and your prey fresh. We have lived in Skyrim since before the Nords came. Our way is simple. All work to make the tribe strong. Only the bravest are allowed to lead, and to marry. A great chief is able to attract many wives and raise bold children. Wise women like myself are mothers of chieftains. We guide the tribe, and advise our kin on what is most pleasing to Malakath. All right, then. The days of staying within Largashbur's walls are over.
I will... May your next fight bring you victory, friend.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Got some good... Looking to protect yourself? Or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Long life to you, Thane.
Whiterun, the pride of Skyrim. Doesn't look like much to me. Now, that's a proper city.
I don't claim to be the best. Blacksmith in Whiterun. Bjorland Greymane's got that on. Man Steel is legendary. Oh. I ask is
What's our next move? Lead on! I lived in the grey quarter of Windhelm for years. It's a wretched place full of bitter dunder. Let's be done here quickly.
We are Lord Boethiah's faithful. Have you come to test your mettle?
No one crosses me!
We are forged by Boethiah's example. We carve our will upon the world through our tongues and our blades. You are nothing. An empty vapor, dispersed by the slightest breeze. The Lord of Plots, Deceiver of Nations, Devourer of Trinomac, the Queen of Shadows, Goddess of Destruction, he who destroys and she who erases. Many are our Lord's lofty names, but they befit only us mortals. Intone her mighty names from now until the end of time. It is for naught. Names mean nothing to our Lord. She only cares for those who care for themselves, whose hearts are full of purpose, whose lives are full of deeds.
Come on, guide me!
If you desire a glimpse of our Dark Mistress, then this is what you must do. First, prove your tongue can wield a lie. Find someone, gain his trust, lead him to the shrine above. Next, instruct your thrall to touch the pillar of sacrifice. Its magic will ensnare him, rendering him helpless. Then, girded with certitude, plant the ceremonial blade deeply, so that the waters of his heart wash over you. If your will is strong enough, it will stir Boethiah in her dark mansion, and she will appear before us.
No one crosses me!
That remains to be seen, but if it is so, and if Boethiah appears, then we will welcome you as one of us. If you wish to gain Boethiah's attention,
I'll gut you like
you
a
must slay a
horker!
thrall
What's our next
upon the
move?
thrall.
If it'll help us get moving quicker, sure.
Come on, guide me!
Oh, fine. Go on. Leave me here. When you decide to return to your senses, you know where to find me. This should be interesting.
I'll carve you into pieces!
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Don't like those eyes you've got. With a master of magic at your side, you'll have nothing to fear.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Working at the Rift and Fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket. Divine smile on you, friend. You lead, I'll follow.
Okay, got it.
Flesh is so distasteful.
Here, among us.
You have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise. Tell me, why have you slain this one who trusted you here upon my shrine? I am called Boethia. Many names have mortals given me, but I am not interested in names. I am interested only in deeds. A god? Assuredly not. When was the last time you saw evidence of Aedra in the world? No. We Daedra are far more powerful than any god, and among my brethren, I am the most feared. My favor. My good pleasure is not some trophy for mortal sport. I should slay you for such insolence. Were you certain in your purpose, you would have no need to apologize. You have much to learn, but you have proven your will is strong, and your heart is devoid of pity. So perhaps you are not entirely useless. We shall soon find out. Listen, all of you! Hear me. I have need of a warrior. Only the most ruthless, cunning, and agile will do. You have gathered here night after night, sacrificing fools upon my shrine, and sparring aimlessly with yourselves. But which among you truly exceeds the rest? Prove yourselves to me. I have a special task for whichever of you is left standing.
Here we go! What? No!
Who's?
Damn you! You're gonna pay! No more cry! I'll see you! Come on, guide me!
Well done. You have proven the strength of your will and your tongue's gift for lies. You have shown ferocity and prowess in combat. Now the time has come for a final proving. Are you able to cast aside your honor and strike with the hidden blade? I have little need for mindless thralls. My servants serve their own purposes, but if their will is insufficient, nor suitably aligned with mine, I simply destroy them. Which brings me to my present concern. My previous champion displeases me. It is time he is replaced, in the traditional fashion. For a time he served his purpose, but that time has ended. He uses my gifts for his own amusement, and the only amusement I tolerate is my own. You will find him holed up at Knife Point Ridge, where he plays king to bandits and highwaymen. I am loath to utter his name. One cannot erase a thing if it has a name to be remembered. Kill every single member of his band. Do so as silently and invisibly as you can, for this is not about you. You are to be my instrument in this. Slay him in the coldest of blood. Do not give him the dignity of defending himself. Once his corpse lays cold upon the ground, and all trace of his followers erased, retrieve my ebony mail, a gift fit only for my true champion.
May your will carve itself upon the world.
The warm sand of elsewhere is far away from here. There it is. Ah, home. If you ever need the skills of a Khajiit warrior by your side, I would be honored to travel with you. Until then, here, this is for you, in thanks. May your road lead. These sands are cold, but Khajiit feels warmness from your presence. Then lead on, friend. You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust. I will shoulder some of your burden.
Come and see what goods I offer.
Lead on, friend.
Far have I traveled to bring these fine goods. Come and see what I offer. So many refuse. Take a look. I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
What you want? Ha!
Remember, hit the one in the middle.
This is the end for you.
I could still put up a fight. Time! Finish! Enough of it!
someone there?
Make a fine rock, cat. We are routed. Fall back. I'll kill you!
suppose I was hoping you'd say that. It's been so much fun.
What was that?
You have done well, my champion. You have earned my respect, a feat few manage and live to tell about. I shall write your name upon the tablet of absolute darkness. You may keep my ebony mail, a token of my appreciation to my new champion. Its gifts will resonate with your talents. Now go. I have strings to pull that require my full attention. You may pursue your own course wherever it leads you. Remember always this. As you will it, so it shall be.
You're taking us somewhere warm, I trust. I will shoulder some of your burden. Khajiit will follow.
What do you need, my Thane? Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. What do you need, my friend? Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Yeah, I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Do come back.
Well, if it isn't the slayer of the Glenmoral witches. How can I assist you, companion?
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something? I can't believe we let provincials like you wander Skyrim.
Can I get you something?
I can't believe we let provincials like you wander Skyrim.
So, don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have plenty of reliable tonics and healing potions to sell. Take a look. Until next time.
Try not to judge Falkreath too harshly, visitor. The war has been hard on us.
Steele's... Take a look. See me at my forge if you need arms or armor.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Well met. Unlike some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Steel and... thing from my shop and you'll regret it. Don't mind Boland. He's young and gets riled easily.
This doesn't concern you, friend.
I don't recognize you, but I sense that you're one of us. Who are you? The last of the Nightingale Sentinels, I'm afraid. I've defended the Sepulchre alone for what seems like an eternity. We were betrayed by one of our own kind. In fact, I'm to blame for what's happened here. I was blinded by dark treachery masquerading as friendship. Perhaps if I had been more vigilant, then Mercer Frey wouldn't have lured me to my fate and stolen the skeleton key. I haven't heard that name in a long time. How do you know of me? The key! You have the skeleton key! I never thought I'd see it again. And Mercer Frey? Then it's over, and my death wasn't in vain. I owe you a great deal, Nightingale. That's quite a noble sentiment for someone in our, well, in your line of work. My only regret is that you had to undertake this task alone. Carlia? She's still alive? I feared she'd befallen the same fate, ending up a victim of Mercer's betrayal. Nothing would bring me more pride than to return the key, but I'm afraid it's impossible. From the moment I arrived here, I felt myself, well, dying. The Sepulchre isn't merely a temple or a vault to house the key. Within these walls is the Ebonmere, a conduit to Nocturnal's realm of Everglow. When Mercer stole the key, that conduit closed, severely limiting our ties to her. I'm afraid so. I'm weakening, and I can feel myself slipping away. The years without restoration of my power have taken their toll. Whatever damage has been caused can only be corrected by following the pilgrim's path to the Ebonmere and replacing the key. Whatever is affecting the Nightingale Sentinels is starting to affect me too. As I get closer to the Ebonmere, I begin to feel myself slipping away. Even right this moment, I feel strange, when I don't think I should be feeling anything at all. I wish I could help you, but I've been a prisoner in this very chamber for the last quarter century. The only possible help I've come across are the remains of some poor fellow who is trying to follow in your footsteps. Perhaps his journal can help? The Ebonmere is a conduit through which Nocturnal influences our world. Not through magic or blessings, but purely through luck. Yes, absolutely. Your skill is your own. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. But Nocturnal, she influences our luck. Nearly imperceptible assistance we get when we ply our trade. Think about the guild, about the state it was in when you began. Think about all the little things you might have heard. A pick breaking when it shouldn't have. The clouds in the nighttime sky clearing at the wrong moment. Our access to those bits of luck are what separates us from common bandits. Precisely. There are a few who still call Nocturnal Lady Luck, and for good reason. With the Ebonmere closed, and their sudden severance from the realm of Everglow, I fear they've undergone a drastic change. They're shadows of their former selves. They no longer remember their true purpose or their original identities. My spirit didn't manifest itself in the sepulchre immediately. So, fortunately, I wasn't present when the Ebonmere was sealed. However, ever since that day, I've felt my power waning, slowly draining away. Good luck, Nightingale.
someone live among the dead?
sense your presence, living fool. Time to end your foolish charade.
What do we have here? It's been a number of years since I've set foot on your world. Or perhaps it's been moments. One tends to lose track. So, once again, the key has been stolen, and a champion returns it to the sepulchre. Now that the Ebonmere has been restored, you stand before me awaiting your accolades. A pat on your head, a kiss on your cheek. What you fail to realize is your actions were expected and represent nothing more than the fulfillment of your agreement. Don't mistake my tone for displeasure. After all, you've obediently performed your duties to the letter. But we both know this has little to do with honor and oaths and loyalty. It's about the reward, the prize. Fear not. You'll have your trinkets, your desire for power, your hunger for wealth. I bid you to drink deeply from the Ebonmere mortal, for this is where the agent of Nocturnal is born. The oath has been struck, the die has been cast, and your fate awaits you in the Everglow. Farewell, Nightingale. See to it that you stay this time, won't you?
I'm glad you were able to bring the key back safely. Nocturnal seemed quite pleased with your efforts. I wouldn't take that to heart. It's her way. Think of her as a scolding mother continually pushing you harder to be successful, outwardly sounding angry, but silently content. I assure you, had she been displeased with you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. The circles at the base of the Ebonmere imbue you with powers befitting a Nightingale agent. The crescent moon represents the agent of shadow, the half moon for the agent of subterfuge, and the full moon for the agent of strife. This is Nocturnal's way of maintaining balance. If you ever feel the need to change your abilities, you can return to the Sepulchre and step onto a different circle. Be warned that once you've chosen, you can't reselect for at least a day. Now, your life as a Nightingale begins. Should the need arise, you'll be summoned to the Sepulchre in order to defend it. The Guild has welcomed me back with open arms. I feel like a void in my life has finally been filled. I only hope that this isn't an ending to things, but actually the beginning. Why, perhaps the greatest crime spree Skyrim's ever known. There are pockets brimming with coin and coffers overflowing with riches ripe for the picking. We may be Nightingales, but in our hearts we're still thieves, and we're damn good at what we do. Gallus, Mercer Frey and I were once members of what's known as the Nightingale Trinity. The Trinity disbanded 25 years ago when Mercer Frey betrayed us by slaying Gallus and dumping his body in the ruins of Snowvale Sanctum. Indirectly, the Trinity is usually selected from the ranks of the Guild, although its existence is a closely guarded secret. The Nightingales protect the Temple of Nocturnal, a place known as the Twilight Sepulchre. She's the mistress of night and darkness, and the patron of every thief in Tamriel. Nocturnal isn't one for worship and reverence. There are no priests and no sermons, no services, and no alms. She influences our luck, and in return, demands payment. You're closer to understanding than you realize. The only difference is she doesn't demand payment in the traditional sense, and sometimes the cost can be quite high. Whether you know it or not, Nocturnal dictates how well we perform as rogues. Again, you have to think differently. Haven't you ever noticed how our luck behaves? Like a novice picking an impossible lock, or a blind man suddenly turning to face you as you reach for his pocket. It's through these subtle means that Nocturnal influences us. Nocturnal's whim is the greatest mystery to everyone. There have been volumes written on the subject. Does she exact payment when we die? When we suffer, does she revel in our misery? No one knows. The return certainly seems worth the risk, though. This agent of strife can send forth a tendril of pure darkness into the heart of another, causing great injury to them. At the same time, this tether will bolster the agent's own life force, making him stronger. The agent of subterfuge utilizes shadow to cloud the judgment of those around him. By weaving the darkness to their will, this agent can manipulate others into fighting for the Nightingale for a limited time. The agent of stealth is the master of remaining unseen. They are able to manipulate the darkness and use it to their advantage. On moonlit nights or in darkened rooms, this agent literally becomes invisible. Choose your path, and your journey will be complete.
Carlia?
Gallus! I feared I would never see you again. I was afraid you'd become like the others.
If it were not for the actions of this Nightingale, your fears would have come true. She honors us all.
What will you do now, my love?
Nocturnal calls me to the Everglow. My contract has been fulfilled.
Will I ever see you again?
When your debt to Nocturnal has been paid, we'll embrace once again.
Farewell, Gallus. Eyes open. Walk with the shadows.
Goodbye, Carlia.
Yes, Nightingale? What is it? If this place is in danger ever again, the shadows will call. Should the need arise, a portal connects the Sepulchre and Nightingale Hall. Use it whenever you wish. I've decided to make my home at Nightingale Hall. Since it's your home as well, I hope to see you and Brynjolf there. Of course, I may visit some of Skyrim's cities to acquire things from time to time. Can't afford to get rusty now, can we? Gallus's oath has been paid. His actions have satisfied the terms. Now his spirit becomes one with the Everglow, the realm of perpetual twilight and the cradle of shadow. No, not gone. He's become one with the shadows. This is the greatest honor a Nightingale can possibly achieve. In death, he's become a part of that which we used to live. Absolutely. When we say, walk with the shadows, we are asking those Nightingales who have passed on to protect us. It's believed that they are literally what guides our uncanny luck, by placing their hands in ours. That's why the Ebonmere needed to be reopened. Without it, there's no way Nocturnal was able to allow them through. Farewell. Eyes open, and walk with the shadows.
Khajiit guards your back.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
It's good to see you in one... It's good to see you in one piece, lass. I just wanted to give you a proper thank you for everything you've done. The guild is back on its feet again, and on its way to a prosperous future. What's become of the skeleton key? That's it then. After all those years of helplessly watching the guild decline. But enough of that. I'm confident that with you in charge, we'll soon have more gold than we could possibly spend. I'll be down here, trying to coordinate everything with Delvin and Vex, to make sure the coin keeps flowing, and no one skims. If you still feel like doing some jobs, I'm sure Delvin and Vex have more than their fair share to give out. Either way, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Here's to the future of the guild. May it last another 1,000 years. Well, my friend, the time's come to make it official. It's time to become our guild master. Don't worry, I promise this will be short and sweet. If you'll just meet us in the center of this cistern room, we can begin. Look, I've never been good at these things, so I'm just gonna keep it short. Being guildmaster means more than just getting a cut of all the loot. It's about being a leader and keeping this rabble in order. With that in mind, I propose that the position of guildmaster should be yours. Delvin? Agreed. Vex?
Sure, why not?
Carlia?
Absolutely.
Everyone is in agreement. So all I can do now is name you Guildmaster, and wish you good fortune and long life. Now everyone, get back to work.
So now the pupil is
If you
the
need
master,
anything,
eh?
anything at all, don't hesitate to ask. Take a good look around you. Have you ever seen the guild in such a prosperous state? With Mercer Frey gone, and our influence spreading across Skyrim, the guild's earned a new level of respect it hasn't seen in decades. I couldn't be more proud to be part of the Thieves Guild, or its new guildmaster. Well, that's it. Sorry if it isn't the ceremony you were hoping for, but we're not exactly known for throwing our coin around. After we're done, head over to Tanelia, and she'll set you up with your guildmaster armor. Oh, and one last thing. Here, I want you to take this. It's sort of a tradition around here.
can't think of a better person for the job, Nightingale. I'm feeling a sense of inner peace. Something I haven't felt in a very long time. Instead of being clouded with thoughts of revenge and retribution, I feel only serenity and fulfillment. Of course, I've been also dabbling in my old pastimes as well. Take a look around, and feel free to share the fruits of my labor. I think by now most within the guild are well aware of what transpired between Mercer Frey and ourselves. The notion that the Nightingales are a fictive group has long since passed. If you wish to wear your Nightingale armor within the guild, I'm certain that no one would give it a second thought. It was good speaking with you again.
You need anything? Anything at all?
Here's to a long and prosperous future. May the guild last another 100 years. I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got. Yes, and I'm more than happy to give it to you. I mean, look at this place. I've never seen so much wealth down here.
Angry,
You've made us all rich. Here you go. Should fit you like a glove, boss.
Well, I see your wounds.
All right then.
But your pride still needs some time.
So, name your poison. I'd never... So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Until next time.
I've got all sorts of weapons for the discern. Take a look. All right, then.
Looking to fix your armor? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Safe travels.
Yes?
Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
As Jarl Layla's houseguard, I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that. Then allow me to officially welcome you to Riften. You'll make a fine addition to our city. All that remains now is to bestow the title upon you. I should be the one thanking you. You've solved more problems in the short time you've been here than anyone in my court has their entire careers. You've been a beacon of hope in these dark times for my people, and I will never forget it. Therefore, by my authority as Jarl, I pronounce you Thane of Riften, and award you all the benefits befitting your station. Congratulations. Good journey to you.
Oh, it's you. Come to extort more from me?
What do you need, my Thane? Honor to you, my Thane.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Till next time.
I'm getting out of here.
Please, someone do something.
Over here!
Don't hurt me.
Slay it! Slay the dragon! This is the road to Skyrim's stomping grounds.
What happened? Hi, dragon!
I'll carve you into pieces!
I'll kill you! Had enough.
Carve you into pieces!
Silent.
If anyone sneaks up on us, I'll smell them coming. I will shoulder some of your burden. We follow them.
Stupid dog.
It's really dead, then?
I never would have believed it. I can see it with my own eyes.
It's like the ancient legends. Dragonborn.
It's not the ancient legend.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties. Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
Papas isn't too friendly with
What
strangers.
happened?
But you seem alright.
You looking for a new blade? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Good day.
For a dragon to attack Kyne's Grove. Why? Why there? There's no place safe.
Khajiit guards your back. I will shoulder some of your burden. Lead on, friend.
Oh, look! I live to serve. I always dreamt of being a pack mule. I'll be going now.
Your skin's is... Take a look. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards?
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Melbourne smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the... more embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
A fellow latecomer to Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree? I will just rest here a moment. Although it is damnably cold out here, I don't look forward to the trip back down.